So it says you will want your fourth kid to be a daughter. Do you get all your kiddos vaccinated from the get-go? Do you have a nanny? I know a while back you were talking about getting one. You would have stopped at 3 kids if this baby was a girl.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A slash assumptions about me slash true and false kind of vlog. So I asked y'all over on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, be sure to do so. That's usually where I will ask you guys for questions for Q&As and videos like this on YouTube. It's just easier to keep track of all the questions and everything on Instagram. So yeah, I asked you guys questions. I have a bunch of really good ones and some assumptions in there and things like that. So we're just gonna jump right into the Q&A. I did want to mention that this video is sponsored by Karma. So I wanted to say thank you so much to Karma for sponsoring today's video and for y'all to definitely stay tuned because I have a really great Mother's Day giveaway coming up. So yeah, let's just jump right in. The first question I'm going to answer is, are you going to be getting a new car now that you're going to have 3 kids soon? Y'all, I get asked this question so much. Every single time I do a Q&A, a handful of people at least ask me this question. I don't know yet. I feel like we do need a bigger car, honestly, because my SUV is a Hyundai Tucson. It's a pretty small size SUV and I love it. Never had an issue with it, but it is smaller. Alex seems to think we can fit all 3 kids in the back. I'm not sure about that. I know that Quentin is in like a regular convertible size car seat. The baby's gonna be in like a newborn car seat. And then I think Camden at this point can transition over to a booster seat. So if we can fit him like in the middle in a booster seat and have the newborn on one side and Quentin on the other side, then it might work, but it's going to be a really tight fit and then we can't ever have anyone else in our car. I'm thinking we need a new car, but right now the market is so crazy. If you've tried to buy a car, even a used car, like they are crazy right now, super overpriced. We're just trying to like kind of hold off and see if we can work with what we have for right now, but I don't really know. We're not car shopping right now. We're not looking at cars right now. But if we do get a new car, it'd probably be another Hyundai and it would just be like the, you know, the next size up, not the Santa Fe, but like the size up from that. So the Palisade or something like that, maybe the Kia. And Alex also has a car too. He has a Hyundai as well. It's just like a smaller one. I forget the model, but it's like a really small car. So we're gonna work with what we have right now and kind of wait and see if like prices go down. But for now, we don't have any plans at this time to get a new car. I'll keep you guys updated on that because a lot of y'all are curious about the car situation, which is funny to me because I'm just like not interested in cars at all ever. I never ask anyone about their cars because I just don't care. But I guess people are. All right, the next question, this is going to be an assumption. So it says you will want your 4th kid to be a daughter. I would love to have a daughter. I've told you guys this so many times. So yes, I would love for my 4th kid, if we have one, to be a daughter just because I have 3 boys. So I would love to experience being a mom to a little girl. But we don't know if we're going to have a 4th, honestly. Like, we're going to see how 3 goes and then we'll decide later on. Another question that I get a lot that I'm just gonna go ahead and answer is the time frame on if we do decide to have a 4th, like if we would do another 3 year age gap. So my oldest son Camden is 3 years older than Quentin, and then Quentin is gonna be 3 years older than this baby boy. And we love how it's spaced out. It ended up just kind of being like that. It wasn't something that we really planned, but we love the age gaps. With the 4th though, since I am approaching 35 years old, I would rather have the 4th if we decide to go ahead and have a 4th sooner rather than later. So I don't want to wait another, 2 years to get pregnant, or a little over 2 years to get pregnant. I would want to probably go ahead and start like soon after we have the 3rd. Not very soon, but probably like a year. That hopefully would be the plan if we do decide to have a 4th, but I don't know yet. If the kids ever asked for a pet, would you let them have one? Well, they definitely have asked for a pet. Both of them have. Quentin loves dogs. He loves animals. And so does Cam, but Quentin is just like an animal person. At this time, we don't have any plans to get a pet. Like I'm about to pop out another baby and that's just going to be a lot, to be responsible for 3 little boys, so I am not looking into getting any kind of animal and adding on more responsibility at this time. But maybe when they're older, when the kids are like grown up a little bit, then maybe we will get a pet. Maybe they can get like a fish or something soon if they want. Are you worried about the boys sharing a room, bothering each other and staying up, etc.? Yes, that does worry me a little bit. Camden is a really good sleeper. He sleeps through the night, no problem. And Quentin is a really good sleeper. Like he does sleep through the night. I mean, he'll wake me up. Lately, he's been waking me up a few times during the night, and I don't know if it's like separation anxiety he's going through. I feel like Camden never went through separation anxiety with me, but Quentin seems to be going through that right now a little bit, and which is weird because like I'm always with him. I'm always home with him and everything like that, but when I do leave, like he does kind of freak out a little bit. So yeah, so he's been waking me up throughout the night. Ever since we really transitioned him into a toddler bed, his sleeping has changed, and he wakes up throughout the night calling me to like retuck him and like, you know, settle him back into bed. So I'm just hoping that will end soon, because when we do move Quentin in with Cam and get them bunk beds, like I don't want Quentin waking Cam up all night, especially because Camden's gonna be going to school in the fall. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. They did share bunks when we went to Ocean City a couple weeks ago, and it was fine. Quentin was on the bottom, Camden was on the top. Camden slept through everything, even when Quentin woke up in the middle of the night. Camden slept through it, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am nervous about it, but we definitely want to keep our guest room because our family and friends are out of town, and so we like to have a guest room for when they come visit. So that is why we're not using the guest room as the nursery. You don't care for other YouTubers much. I don't really know what that means. I have friends who are on social media, Instagram and YouTube, that I talk to like quite frequently. I have, but I also have friends like from childhood, friends from high school, friends from college, work friends when I used to, you know, work 9 to 5. So I still have like all of my real life friends, if that's what you want to call it, that I'm super close with. But I also am friends with a lot of people that I've met through social media, and you can definitely develop real friendships that way. But I probably would say that I'm not like as close with those people as I am with like my friends from real life, if that makes sense. But that doesn't mean that I don't care for other YouTubers. Pregnancy update, delivery plan. My last video was all about my 32-week pregnancy update and delivery plan. So you can definitely go check out that video so I'm not like repeating myself, because I tend to do that a lot. Do you have any special plans for Mother's Day? So right now I don't have any plans for Mother's Day. I'm not sure if like Alex and the kids have anything planned for this Sunday, which is Mother's Day, but my sprinkle is this coming Saturday. So my girlfriends decided to throw me a little sprinkle for baby number 3, which is just so sweet, so thoughtful of them, and I'm really excited to celebrate the baby. I didn't have a sprinkle with Quentin, but I had like a full baby shower with Cam because he was my first. So I thought it would just be fun. I have a couple friends actually coming into town for the sprinkle as well, and I'm really excited to see them. So that's really what I have going on this weekend, but I don't have anything on Mother's Day planned just yet, so we'll kind of see how that goes. But speaking of Mother's Day, I did want to share a really cool app with you guys. It's called Karma. If you haven't heard of it, it's an app. It's also a Chrome extension where you can go shopping for all your favorite things and you can save them to a list. So you can keep track of all of the products, all of the price alerts across so many different websites for all your favorite brands. Like save items from over 50,000 stores, all different brands, all different websites, and then you'll get price alerts. So if something goes on sale or if something's on clearance or anything like that, you'll get an email and you'll get an alert that it's on sale like right away, which is amazing. You can also share your lists with your loved ones, family, and friends so that, you know, for example, Mother's Day is coming up. You're not gonna get something that you don't want. You're gonna get something that you've been wanting, and you're gonna have full lists of things that you've been browsing or things that you've heard of where your family and friends can easily just shop the list, see if it's on sale, any of that. And then it's also great, you know, for any kind of celebration or birthday, holidays, anything like that. You can just keep track of all your lists that way. So I do have the app, and I have saved a bunch of items on my app in my shopping list that I share with my family. So in case for Mother's Day, if they're trying to get me anything special, they know exactly what I want, which is very nice. I feel like for previous like birthdays and things like that, like people always ask you, what do you want? Or they'll just go ahead and guess and get you something that maybe you don't really want and you don't have any use for it. I know that's happened to me, and I just hate people spending money on me, especially when it's something that like I'm not gonna use, and I don't wanna hurt their feelings and say like, I don't want this, you know, so it just kind of like goes in the closet, or I just don't end up using it. So that's why I think Karma is super cool, because it's something you can actually share with your loved ones and they can see what exactly you're into and what you like and what you want. So I'm gonna put a little screenshot of the app on my phone right here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. But you can download the app, or you can download the Chrome extension. And then, as I've said, you can save items from over 50,000 stores, which is so many stores. Like literally, I have had no problem shopping at all of my favorite stores, and then you can save them into lists. And then you can just go ahead and you can share your lists with your loved ones, with your friends, with anyone you want to. So if you do want to check out my favorites and some things that I've added to my lists recently, I will leave a link down below in the description. Also, Karma's going to be doing a Mother's Day giveaway. So if you want to join the giveaway, you can be one of 10 to win $1,000 to shop your own list. So super easy to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is head over to Karma's Instagram. I will put their handle here for you guys, but it is at Karma_shop now. And you can join the giveaway through their Instagram. Also, if you do plan to join this giveaway, make sure that you sign up at Karma, and I'm gonna have a link below in the description so you can just click that and easily sign up. Okay, so back to the Q&A. I'm gonna answer the next question. Has anyone guessed baby boy number 3's name? And is there a theme to the boy's name? So yes, I've had, I think I've had people mostly DM me, like on Instagram, because I mentioned the that I put a hint on YouTube in my last video if you want to check that out. I put a hint to baby boy's name, and then a lot of people messaged me on Instagram with their thoughts of what they think the name is, and a few people actually got it right. So yes, people have guessed the name correctly. A lot of people think it's like between these other two names that it's not, and I've been getting so many messages about these specific two names that are super cute, but I don't know why I guess everyone thinks that for a specific reason, because of like the names that I usually tend to go with, but yeah, it's just funny. Are you planning on leaving long hair on baby boy number 3? I don't have any plans for it. It honestly just depends on what he looks like and the hair that he has. Like, as y'all know, Camden has super short hair. His hair is like thick and coarse and straight. And Quentin has like completely different hair. He's got like long blonde locks that are like smooth and soft, and he's got ringlets at the end. So they have completely different hairstyles. So I have no idea what my plans are for number 3. Do you get all your kiddos vaccinated from the get-go? I've actually been getting a lot of questions lately on vaccinations. I'm not going to go into it for many reasons, but it's so controversial, and I just don't think it's something that I want to discuss on my channel. It's just a private matter. Like, you do what you think is best for your family and your kids, and I will do what I think is best, and I'm just gonna go to the next one. Weight gain during pregnancy. You look so amazing. I'm pregnant, so I'm just curious. Thank you so much. I've gained about, I want to say at this point, 25-ish pounds. I'm almost 33 weeks now. I've got about, how many weeks do I have left? 33. I have like, 7 weeks to go, maybe 6, depending. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Depending on if I go early, which I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to have the third one a little bit earlier, but you never know. And with me saying that, I probably will go over 40 weeks. Do you believe in the right to bear arms? Yes, I do. I think you should definitely be able to protect yourself. Do you have a nanny? I know a while back you were talking about getting one. No, I don't have a nanny. I have no plans on getting a nanny. If anything, I'd want to get like a virtual assistant, honestly, to help me with just like work and YouTube and Instagram and things like that. But no nanny for now. We do once in a while get like a babysitter if we go out with like friends or like date night, whatever. We have like a really amazing girl that can babysit for us here and there, but we don't have a nanny, and we don't have a need for one, honestly. Okay, I had to run out to pick up Camden from school, and I have to take him to swim lessons shortly, but I wanted to answer a few more questions. So what's your anagram? Anagram? I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea, you guys. I've been asked this a lot too, and I don't have the patience to sit through and take like an online test. I don't even know what it is or what it means or anything like that, so I couldn't tell you what I am, which maybe tells you what I am. The fact that I don't want to take it and that I don't even know what it is, that might tell you what I am. You are not at all religious even though you are Jewish. So I was like, you know, born and raised Jewish. I consider myself Jewish. I am not very religious in general, but I do believe in certain things and I do believe in God, and, you know, I don't go to temple, but we did have like a Jewish traditional wedding, and we do celebrate like Hanukkah and things like that. You know, when we were living in Maryland, we would go over to families' houses for like Passover and Rosh Hashanah and things like that. We don't really do that here, although I would really like to start kind of celebrating more of the holidays so that the kids kind of get used to it. So I mean, I definitely consider myself Jewish, but I'm not like a super religious person in general, and I just never have been. You would have stopped at 3 kids if this baby was a girl. So assuming you mean this one. Not necessarily. I mean, maybe. Again, like we haven't closed that chapter completely yet. And even if this baby was a girl, like I don't know if we would have or not. Alex wants all boys. And he's like very open about that. And he grew up with all boys, like 3 brothers, and his dad was one of 3 boys. And he would love to have just all boys. And, you know, as I've said before, I would love just to have one girl, just to experience being a girl mom and having a daughter. My mom and I are extremely close, so I just would love that like special mother-daughter bond. But if I don't get it, that's okay. It's totally fine. I like am so in love, obsessed with my little boys. And a mother-son bond is so amazing. So it is what it is. Again, like we're not closing that chapter just yet. If we do, I will let you guys know. So we'll just see. You and Alex don't spend a lot of quality time together, and you could probably use a date night. Okay, so this is an assumption. I think we do actually spend a lot of time together. We both work from home, so we're around each other all day. Like, yes, he is in his office a majority of the time, but that doesn't mean that we don't spend time together. I think really, like, nighttime is like our time. So once the kids are in bed, we'll watch like one of our shows or watch a movie, and eat dinner together. Usually, sometimes I eat dinner first if he's going to be working late. But definitely on the weekends, like when we order out or get takeout or delivery or whatever, we will eat together and watch like a movie. And that's when we just catch up on the day and like talk about what's been going on, like work-wise, with the kids, like telling each other stories and just chilling and catching up. So, I mean, I definitely would consider that quality time that him and I spend together for a couple of hours at least every single night. And we could use a date night. I'm not gonna lie, we could definitely use a date night for sure. Can you share your favorite ways to keep the boys entertained all day? Oh my gosh, this is hard. Camden is at that age where he gets super bored very easily if he's like inside and not like hanging out with his friends. So he has like a bunch of friends on our street and he loves to like go out and play with them. And he's getting more independent. He's growing up like so fast, which is crazy. But when he's home, he does tend to get bored. He wants to watch TV and I won't let him. Like, I'm really trying to be more strict about like screen time and TV and things like that. So, especially because it's beautiful outside. It's springtime, it's nice, it's, you know, he should be outside playing. So, but he gets so bored that he's like, can I just watch a show? And I'm like, no, figure out something to do, like play a game with your brother or do some errands and chores around the house, go clean your room, things like that. So he's usually just trying to find something to entertain himself if he's not playing with his friends. Camden loves doing puzzles. He loves playing board games. Which you usually need another person, so like either me or Alex will play with him, but he loves like card games, board games, puzzles, things like that. And then usually I'll just like send them in the backyard, like Quentin and him, to go like play baseball or like throw a football or do something in the backyard. So yeah, I don't really have any tips, just like get them. It depends on the age too. So like with Quentin, I'm home with Quentin all day, and while Cam's at school, I have to keep Quentin entertained, and he's like attached to me, like very attached to me. So I will do little activity books with him, again like puzzles. We'll play in the playroom, I'll read him stories, we'll go out in the backyard and play games. Usually in the backyard, like I can kind of chill on the patio, and he will like play with all the toys outside for a little while, get some fresh air. I'll take him on walks. The thing about taking Quentin on walks is he like can't stand the stroller for a very long time, so we'll get like 5 minutes into our walk and he'll want to get out, which is fine, but he is the kind of little boy that like will just love to run away from you. And with my big belly, I can't go chasing him down the street right now, so the walks are like hit or miss sometimes with him, but he loves going to the park and things like that. So that's pretty much what I do with them. You seem so put together. Does motherhood ever overwhelm you? Well, thank you so much for saying that. Honestly, I put on makeup and like I have curled my hair and stuff, but usually I don't look like this. I usually have absolutely no makeup on and my hair is tied back. Honestly, that is typically what I look like on a day-to-day basis. And then I have like one of my big oversized tees and leggings on. But when I'm like filming or like going to run errands, sometimes I'll put a little bit of makeup on. But thank you so much. I don't feel like I am put together or have my shit together like at all. And I definitely do get overwhelmed just with motherhood, and on a day-to-day basis. It's totally natural. And you know, when you have a lot of things going on, you know, anyone's gonna get overwhelmed. So just like with being a mom and like working and trying to keep the house together, do laundry and clean and cook and go grocery shopping and like all the little things that you have to do throughout the day definitely adds up. So I just try and take it one day at a time and get done what I can get done, but also give myself some grace and give myself a break. And I've told you all this before, but like at the end of the night, like that is like my time to like unwind and relax, take a shower, get in bed, watch some TV, and just kind of like turn my brain off and like kind of reset myself to get ready for the next day. Do you love your job or ever wish you did something else? I love my job. I love what I do. I never ever thought I would be doing this. I mean, this was never really a thing before. You know, there was no like social media when I was growing up. But to be able to do something like this is super cool. And I've always been interested in like entertainment and like all of that kind of stuff, like with entertainment and TV and like, you know, producers and acting and like all that stuff. I never did acting, but I always was really interested in that kind of world, I guess. Like that was what interests me the most. And so to be able to just share my life with people on my own terms, like work for myself, be able to do it from home while I can still like be a mom and watch my kids is just such a blessing. And I will never take this job for granted because I honestly never even thought it would be a job for me, especially when I started YouTube. I didn't think like it would turn into what it is now. I more so started it because I loved makeup and I loved watching my favorite makeup gurus do tutorials, and I thought I could do that, so I did. So I started it, and it was a really fun, just a little outlet for me and a hobby to do on the side. But once I really started like doing it consistently and like, you know, seeing that I was growing an audience and things like that and turning it into my job where I could actually like get paid and make money, it was just like, it still blows my mind today that this is what I do for work. So I'm very grateful and I absolutely love it. I don't ever wish I was doing something else. This is exactly what I want to be doing. All right, your thoughts on snapback culture and expectations after birth. I honestly, I feel like you should just take your time. Because after 9 months of growing a baby, like it's hard and it takes a lot out of you and it puts a lot of stress on your body. And this is the third time I've done it. And so yes, as much as like you want to get back in shape and you know, you want your body to be like what it used to be and you want all that energy back and everything like that. The truth is it's not going to happen for a while because once you do have your baby, you're going to have a newborn to take care of. And that's going to be hard. And you're going to be tired and you're going to have like huge bags under your eyes and you're not going to, well, first of all, you're not supposed to even work out for like, 6 weeks, but you're not even going to want to work out. Like the last thing I want to do right after I have a baby is go work out. So just take your time, get yourself, you know, feeling your best mentally, and then you can start working physically on yourself later on. But I would just definitely say to like give yourself some grace because you literally just birthed a child and it's a lot. As far as like snapback culture, I think that people like to do it and kind of like share their whole journey on how they get their body back after baby, which is great. And it's great to be motivational and help others who are looking to do the same thing. But also I think that if you don't feel like doing that right away, that's totally fine too. And you should kind of just do what works best for you and not be too hard on yourself. Your avocado toast go-to. All right, I love taking like your favorite toast. You can do sourdough, you can do English muffins, you can do sola bread if you're doing low carb, which is one of my favorite kinds of bread. And then toast it obviously, and then just take some avocado. You can kind of mash it up if you like it like that. Spread it over your toast. And then get the chili onion crunch is key. If you like spicy and you like onion, it's so good. You get it from Trader Joe's. It's in like a little jar. Spread some of that over top the avocado and then sprinkle everything but the bagel seasoning. literally 3 ingredients on top of your toast. That's it. It's so easy to do. It's so good. I have it all the time. And I've made avocado toast so many different ways throughout the years. This is like my go-to because it's so easy and simple, but it also has so much flavor and is really good. So if you try it, definitely let me know. Before kids, you partied a lot. Yes, I definitely did. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's Q&A/assumptions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, just be sure to leave them down below. And again, I will have the link to download Karma and sign up in my description if you're interested. Also, the giveaway, again, is on their Instagram. So super easy to join. And you can be 1 out of 10 to win $1,000 to shop your own list on Karma. So definitely go check that out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.